Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys so much for all of your love and support that you showed for my last video. It really means a lot to me, and I kind of feel like I came out of the spiritual closet a little bit, so to be received with open arms and love, it really means a lot to me. Today, as promised, I'm going to be sharing with you how I started manifesting and how you can start today too, with very little supplies, with little to no experience manifesting before, and I can guarantee that if you stick with it, you will see results. So to get started, what is manifestation? Manifestation is really just turning thought into physical things or events or feelings or emotions that you wish to have. So manifestation is actually based in physics. I am a huge physics nerd, even though I was terrible at it in school. I think maybe if someone had explained quantum physics to me, I would have been all in. So there's the classic Newton's third law, which is for every action, there is an opposite and equal reaction. This is part of the fundamentals of manifesting. So for every thought that you have should, in theory, have an opposite and equal reaction or manifestation physically. But it's really more than that. It's a lot deeper. So I think a lot of us can remember the book, The Secret, that came out quite a few years ago, and it was a huge success, and it really changed the game for manifestation and the overall world awareness of the law of attraction. But what is rarely discussed is, where did the teachings in that book originate? The content of that book is almost solely based on the teachings of Abraham-Hicks. Who is Abraham-Hicks? Jerry and Esther Hicks have been responsible for writing books about the law of attraction and how to manifest anything you desire for decades now. I went out and I purchased tons of books. So I have one here, it's called The Vortex. This was a really, really impactful one for me. And what's cool about these books is actually a lot of them came with a DVD. So I listen to them in my car. I just pop it in and I listen to a quick teaching by them. And usually it pertains to my day and I can put it into action almost immediately. Another book that I love by Jerry and Esther Hicks is Ask and It Is Given. This is a really beautiful book as well. They are a bit longer reads, but I promise you that the information in these books are incredible and life-changing. So something that I found extremely curious is that on a lot of these books, it says the name Abraham. Well, then I thought, who the heck is Abraham? And this is where I need you to keep an open mind. Esther describes Abraham as an infinite intelligence. Abraham is in fact a channeled energy that Esther Hicks herself discovered one day while meditating. I was like, what? She recognized it soon to be the energy of Source. Source can also be called God or the universe, whatever you are comfortable with. It is the energy that connects us all. These ideas do not just belong to one specific religious construct. These are universal laws. Manifestation and the law of attraction is being used worldwide. So even if you're a non-believer of all things spiritual and all things magic and channeling, you have to agree that hundreds of people around the world are writing books on manifestation and the law of attraction. And in fact, they are being used by many and many different kinds of organizations out there, religious or not religious. It's something that we kind of all agree on, just like gravity. I can definitely get into what is channeling in more depth in another video, but for the purposes of this manifestation video and explaining Abraham Hicks, I'm just going to let you know that channeling basics are when you're in a state of meditation, you have the opportunity to connect with source energy. This is something that every single person on this planet has the opportunity to do. We are all just antennas, able to pick up the frequencies that are constantly around us. And Esther was able to pick up a frequency in which she named Abraham. Abraham's main message is, your life is meant to be joy, period. That is it. Now we're getting a little deep here, but something I will delve a little bit further into is the fact that you actually chose this life before you even came down. This makes understanding why you have so much diversity and confliction in your life You did not want to come down into, let's say, a video game level that was easy, that you've done 100 times, that you could master in 10 minutes and just be bored for the rest of the time. You came down wanting a challenge. You knew that your soul could grow from having so much diversity around you and having so much conflicting emotions and relationships with people around you. So even if you're being offered a life that is not joyous, it's all aimed at your growth. We are all just extensions of source energy. We are all coming from the same place. This also means that we are all connected vibrationally, as we are to the energies in which we cannot see around us. If I could explain this in a metaphor, we are all, as people, single notes of a symphony. And when we decide to open up our minds and connect to source energy, we are able to hear the symphony in its entirety. This is what is happening with Esther Hicks. She is able to hear the entire symphony, the infinite intelligence of source energy. It doesn't matter that she's labeled it as Abraham. We all have the opportunity to connect to these energies and learn these facts for ourselves. So how can you start manifesting today? This is really simple. Anybody can do this, you guys. Number one, get yourself into a heart-centered space. What does this mean? It means removing your ego from the equation. It is really important to get still in your mind, even if it's for 1 minute, even if it's in the bathroom at your work, closing your eyes. Not that I've done that before. Getting really still and getting really real with yourself. It's removing your ego and saying, I deserve the very best. I deserve to be listening to my heart and what I truly want, no matter what I'm hearing from outside influences, and no matter the amount of negative self-talk that I have done in the past or even this morning. You are in a space where you are choosing to love yourself fully for the next few moments. Number two, ask yourself what you truly want. What's important is that you learn to listen to your truth, your inner voice that tells you what you like. Why is it so important to get extremely clear about what you want? Because one major step that I was missing for years when I was learning about manifestation and the law of attraction was that you not only attract what you want and what you think during those happy moments of your life or those wishful moments of your life, you actually attract things continuously. Good or bad, you are sending vibes out into the universe. And if you're thinking continuously, oh man, I really don't want to get hit by that car. I really don't want to get hit by that car. I really don't want to get hit by that car. Guess what? Bam! You're being hit by that car. And you think, why me? Poor me. Oh no. What it is that you're attracting it into your life. You need to spend more time thinking about things that you want versus things that you don't want. Because no matter what, you're attracting it. So what the vast majority of us are taught basically from birth is that life is hard. Nothing will come easy. And you can have a dream, but don't be disappointed if you can't achieve it. If we were taught to believe in our dreams, believe that anything is possible, to get to know ourselves from day one, and start focusing as early as possible on the things that you want with a clear mind and a heart that is willing to say to itself, you deserve it, more of us would be living our truth today. I fully believe that no one should be a victim of their circumstances. You are here and you are living a rough life. You are meant to be in that space. So whether or not it's for you to hear this video and realize that you're the one who has been manifesting bad boyfriends, crappy jobs, whatever it is, you have to realize you need to take responsibility for it, good and bad. We live in a society where it's okay to be blaming other people for what's going wrong in your life, and it's not as acceptable to blame yourself when things go good. You know what? Toot your own horn because you deserve it. If you worked your butt off to get where you're at, I want to hear about it. It's not being boastful, but it's just yelling out to the universe, hey, I'm aware that I am able to attract what I want, which means that you're also taking the equal responsibility of being aware that you also can attract what you don't want. This is why it is really important to get super clear on what it is that you do want. I want to talk to you about a concept that I think about all of the time. Filters. Filters are like lenses on a camera. You are the camera, and your emotions are these filters or lenses. And depending on what filter or lens you have on is how you see the world. So for instance, if I have my filter of self-doubt on, everything that I attempt to do, including this video, I would be, is it not going to be good enough? Are people even going to like it? Maybe I should even post it. Or I could put the filter on of self-worth. And that sounds like, I'm going to make this video, even though you're not an expert, you don't know what you're doing. Shh. I believe that the right people will listen to it and it could change somebody's life. Number 3 is to create a vision board. This is the classic advice that you will probably hear from many people when talking about manifestation, but it's a real game changer, you guys. When you see something physically in front of you that reminds you every day of what your dreams and hopes and goals are, no matter how outrageous they are, you can start to envision yourself in those pictures. So this can be done on an actual poster board where you cut out pieces of magazines or you print pictures off the internet, whatever you need to do, and write your own words on there so that it's very inspiring to you and you look at it every single day. This can also be done on an online platform. You can have the back screen of your phone or your computer as your vision board. You can have a Pinterest board as your vision board. Anything that you can look through every single day to remind yourself and get that visual cue that these are your dreams and hopes and goals, and to keep pushing. Number 4, and my personal favorite, start a gratitude journal. And I'm not talking, oh, I'm so thankful for the good weather today. I'm talking you need to write it like you got it. This is key. Remember, you are the creator of your own reality. You can control what you think and say consciously, but you cannot control your subconscious unless it is doing so through a long period of time where you are telling yourself that reality is a certain way. This is no different than the filters I was just talking about. Put the filter of I can do and be and have anything in front of your face, in front of your ego, in front of your consciousness every single day, and you are going to manifest like that. So in your gratitude journal, writing like you have it, you're going to say everything that you are thankful for. So how it looks is, I am so thankful for ... Insert whatever you want there. So I am so thankful for my 25% raise. Be specific. Write this as much as you want and make it as long as you want every single day, but do not stop until you've manifested it. You can do this in the morning. You can do this at night. It's even helpful to write it at night before you go to sleep so that you're sleeping with all of those amazing intentions in your head. And then you wake up in the morning and just skim over the night before and just go into your day thinking about everything that you're grateful for, everything that you're attracting to yourself. And that night you're rewriting it and you're reiterating it to your subconscious. I cannot tell you how many times this has worked in my life, you guys, from trips to raises, to even getting my dream job at 18. It sounds kooky. It sounds like it's not going to work. But if you even have an ounce of that energy where you're not believing in it, that is a block. And it's not that it won't ever come to you if you have those blocks, but it just means it's going to take longer and longer. I really encourage all of you out there to do your own research. I know that Esther Hicks isn't for everybody. Find somebody who resonates with you. The information I'm sharing with you is just to help you start to remove some of these blocks, to start letting in the desires of the universe, which is to give you everything that you want. Remember, the goal here is to live a happy, joyous life, live in the path of least resistance, and really start embracing yourself and your heart and knowing that you are worth everything that you dream of. Something else that I learned to incorporate into my manifestation practices is healing crystals. I'm going to do a full video on crystals as well, but I think next step is for me to tell you guys what it is that I do, talking all about my journey as a healer and how it is that I do my sessions in my home using crystals, what it is that my clients experience during a session with me, and how you can start to heal yourself too. So go out there, spread your love, spread your happiness, share this story with somebody else, Tell them that you've started manifesting. Tell them about your gratitude journal, and maybe you can light their fire too. This is how we're going to change the world, you guys, is by sharing this information. So please do not keep yourself hidden like I did. Thank you guys so much for watching. Love you guys. Have a wonderful evening or day wherever you are, and we'll see you soon. It wasn't recording. That's fun. Okay. I gotta breathe. I just said that like really. That's too fast. I'm sorry. Who? Score. That's too much.